Lok Sabha to reconvene. What's going to happen? We'll talk about the showdown, and even as we speak, I believe the Lok Sabha has reconvened. Let's get you the live visuals coming in. Remember, we've seen massive protest and escalation over the SIR.
146 सदस्यों द्वारा हस्ताक्षरित निम्नलिखित प्रस्ताव की सूचना प्राप्त हुई है, जिसमें भारत के राष्ट्रपति को माननीय इलाहाबाद उच्च न्यायालय के वर्तमान न्यायाधीश न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा को न्यायाधीश जांच अधिनियम 1968 की धारा 3 के साथ भारत के संविधान के अनुच्छेद 124(4) के साथ पठित अनुच्छेद 217 और अनुच्छेद 218 के अंतर्गत उच्च न्यायालय के न्यायाधीश के पद से हटाने के लिए एक समावेदन प्रस्तुत करने का प्रस्ताव है। ये सदन संकल्प करता है कि इलाहाबाद उच्च न्यायालय के न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा को उनके निम्नलिखित कदाचार के लिए पद से हटाने के लिए महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी को एक समावेदन प्रस्तुत किया जाए। दिल्ली उच्च न्यायालय के तत्कालीन न्यायाधीश न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा वर्तमान में इलाहाबाद उच्च न्यायालय के न्यायाधीश के सक्रिय और कब्जे में नई दिल्ली स्थित 30 तुगलक क्रिसेंट परिसर में आग लगने के कारण अस्पष्टीकृत नकदी की बरामदगी के संबंध में भारत के सर्वोच्च न्यायालय द्वारा सार्वजनिक किया गया विवरण हमें 15 मार्च 2025 की सुबह 30 तुगलक क्रिसेंट नई दिल्ली से जली हुई नकदी धन मलबे को हटाने के संबंध में साक्ष्य की भी जानकारी है। हमने न्यायाधीश जांच अधिनियम 1968 के सामान्य प्रावधान और विशेष रूप से उसकी धारा 3 के प्रावधानों का अध्ययन किया है और हमें उनके बारे में परिचित कराया गया है। हमने न्यायाधीश जांच अधिनियम 1969 के प्रावधानों का भी अध्ययन किया है। हमें उनके बारे में भी परिचित कराया गया है। हमने सी रविचंद्र अय्यर बनाम न्यायमूर्ति A.M. भट्टाचार्य एवं अन्य 1995 5 SCC 457 केस में भारत के उच्चतम न्यायालय द्वारा घोषित कानूनों के साथ साथ अतिरिक्त जिला एवं सत्र न्यायाधीश एक्स बनाम मध्य प्रदेश उच्च न्यायालय के मामले में दिए गए फैसलों से भी खुद को परिचित कर लिया है। 2015 4 SCC 91 और ये की अतिरिक्त जिला एवं सत्र न्यायाधीश एक्स सुप्रभा के मामले में उक्त निर्णय को सामान्यता और विशेष रूप से पैरा 33 को पढ़ने पर यह स्पष्ट है कि दिल्ली उच्च न्यायालय के मुख्य न्यायाधीश ने न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा के विरुद्ध शिकायत को गंभीर प्रकृति का पाया और उक्त निर्णय के पैरा 33 के तहत परिकल्पित इन हाउस प्रक्रिया का पालन किया। यह भी स्पष्ट है कि भारत के तत्कालीन मुख्य न्यायाधीश ने इस गंभीर एवं चौंकाने वाले घटना और तथ्यों पर विचार करने के बाद और न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा की प्रतिक्रिया तथा दिल्ली उच्च न्यायालय के मुख्य न्यायाधीश की टिप्पणियों को ध्यान में रखते हुए ये राय बनाई कि इस विषय पर गहन जांच आवश्यक है। इसलिए भारत के तत्कालीन मुख्य न्यायाधीश ने अतिरिक्त जिला एवं सत्र न्यायाधीश एस सुप्रा के मामले में निर्णय के पेरा 33(3) में परिकल्पना के अनुसार एक 3 सदस्यीय समिति का गठन किया गया। हमें यह भी याद है कि भारत के माननीय तत्कालीन मुख्य न्यायाधीश ने समिति की रिपोर्ट भारत के महामहिम राष्ट्रपति और भारत के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री को भेजी है। ये स्पष्ट है कि भारत के माननीय तत्कालीन मुख्य न्यायाधीश ने अतिरिक्त जिला एवं सत्र न्यायाधीश एस सुप्रा के मामले में फैसले के पेरा 33(7) के प्रावधानों के अनुसार कार्य किया है, जो स्पष्ट रूप से भारत के तत्कालीन मुख्य न्यायाधीश की राय को दर्शाता है कि पेरा 33(3) के तहत गठित समिति की रिपोर्ट में पाए गए आरोप इस प्रकृति के हैं कि उक्त न्यायाधीश को हटाने की कार्रवाई शुरू करने की आवश्यकता है। उपयुक्त तथ्यों के अवलोकन और सार्वजनिक रूप से उपलब्ध तथ्यों, न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा के कब्जे वाले और उनके नियंत्रण में स्थित आधिकारिक परिसर से जली हुई नकदी की बरामदी और उसे हटाने से संबंधित परिस्थितियों की स्वतंत्र रूप से जांच करने के बाद हम स्वतंत्र रूप से यह भी पाते हैं कि भारत के संविधान के अनुच्छेद 124 के साथ पठित अनुच्छेद 217 और अनुच्छेद 218 के तहत हटाने की प्रक्रिया न्यायाधीश अधिनियम 1968 और उसके तहत बनाए गए नियमों के अनुसार शुरू की जानी चाहिए। वेदांत चरित्र और वित्तीय बौद्धिक ईमानदारी न्यायपालिका में एक आम आदमी द्वारा रखे गए विश्वास की नींव है, और यह भी कि वर्तमान मामले से जुड़े तथ्य जो कि भ्रष्टाचार की ओर इशारा करते हैं, वो भारत के संविधान के अनुच्छेद 124 के साथ अनुच्छेद 217 और अनुच्छेद 218 के तहत कार्रवाई और प्रक्रिया के योग्य हैं, और संसद को इस विषय पर एक स्वर में बोलना चाहिए और देश के प्रत्येक नागरिक को सार्वजनिक जीवन में भ्रष्टाचार के प्रति जीरो टॉलरेंस के अपने संकल्प के बारे में एक स्पष्ट संदेश भेजना चाहिए। अतः हम भारतीय संविधान के अनुच्छेद 124 के साथ पठित अनुच्छेद 217 और अनुच्छेद 218 के अंतर्गत इलाहाबाद उच्च न्यायालय के न्यायाधीश न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा को पद से हटाने के लिए ये प्रस्ताव प्रस्तुत करते हैं। कृपया इस प्रस्ताव पर आगे की कार्रवाई की जाए। इस प्रस्ताव को नियमानुसार उचित पाते हुए मैंने इसकी स्वीकृति प्रदान की है। न्यायाधीश जांच अधिनियम 1968 की धारा 3 की उपधारा 2 के अनुसार मैंने न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा को पद से हटाने के अनुरोध के आधारों की जांच करने के उद्देश्य से निम्नलिखित 3 सदस्यों वाली एक समिति गठित किए। माननीय न्यायमूर्ति श्री अरविंद कुमार, न्यायाधीश उच्चतम न्यायालय, माननीय न्यायमूर्ति श्री मनिंदर मोहन श्रीवास्तव, मुख्य न्यायाधीश मद्रास उच्च न्यायालय, श्री बीवी आचार्य, वरिष्ठ अधिवक्ता, कर्नाटक उच्च न्यायालय। समिति यथाशीघ्र अपनी रिपोर्ट प्रस्तुत करेगी। जांच समिति की रिपोर्ट प्राप्त होने तक ये प्रस्ताव लंबित रहेगा। माननीय सदस्यगण, मुझे कुछ माननीय सदस्यों की कई विषयों पर स्थगन सूचना प्राप्त हुई है। मैंने किसी स्थगन सूचना की आज अनुमति प्रदान नहीं की। सभा पटल पर रखे जाने वाले पत्र आइटम नंबर 2 श्री जितिन प्रसाद।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं आपकी अनुमति से आज की संशोधित कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 2 पर मेरे नाम के समक्ष उल्लेखित पत्रों को सदन के पटल पर रखता हूं।
आइटम नंबर 3 श्री अर्जुन मेघवाल।
Honorable Speaker, sir, with your permission, on behalf of my colleague Shri.
Well, that's big breaking news which is coming in from the Lok Sabha. The Speaker has set up a 3-member panel which essentially kickstarts the process of impeachment of Justice Yashwant Verma. Remember this after cash was found in the outhouse of the official residence of the then High Court judge, and something which was looked into, investigated by a Supreme Court appointed panel as well. After the probe was concluded, Justice Verma, of course, had challenged it in the Supreme Court as well. Supreme Court then quashed his plea, which said that this cannot be carried out, a probe by his peers. But now, the latest escalation that we have, after 146 odd parliamentarians have already signed an impeachment plea against Justice Verma. Now the ball has been set rolling. Let me go across to Priyank Tripathi, who is joining us with all the details on this. Priyank, this is a huge escalation. The government's made it very clear that Justice Verma must be impeached. The Supreme Court made it stand very clear. But now officially we have a panel being set up as well. The way forward from here, please.
Yes, certainly, Meghna. This is a breaking input which is coming in this case related to the 15th of March, when a huge haul of cash was found from the residence of Justice Yashwant Verma. And what he claimed that the cash did not belong to him, and there was an internal inquiry committee which was formed on the directions of the Honorable Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, which certainly found that the conduct of the judge was not suitable. Later to that, on 7th, the Supreme Court 2 judges panel also rejected the plea of Justice Yashwant Verma, where it was stated that the internal inquiry committee should be held so that it should find out that what could have been the actual finding. So now, since we know that there are over 200 members of the parliament, both from the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, had moved a motion before the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, which was then Jagdeep Dhankar, the vice president of the country, and also Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. Now the formation of the committee has been done according to the Judges Act 1968. This act certainly gives the power in the to the constitutional body, which is the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, to form a committee so that the Speaker can actually decide that who could be the members. The committee certainly had to imprise upon one from the judge from the Supreme Court, one from the High Court, and one member who will be V.V. Acharya, who is a senior advocate. So 2 judges, one from the Supreme Court, who is Justice Arvind, the second one from the Madras High Court, who is said to be Justice Maninder, and the third one is V.V. Acharya, will be inquiring into the matter so that the impeachment can actually happen.
So essentially this is going to be a 3-member panel. 1 Supreme Court judge, 1 High Court judge, and 1 lawyer is going to be part of it. Let me go across to Pragya as well as Sabyasachi, who are joining us. Pragya, I'm going to come to you first. Now, we've seen all along Justice Verma being in denial mode. Even when it came to the probe which was set up by the Supreme Court appointed panel, he was very defiant, saying that just because it was found, he didn't know where that money came from. It's not his. He even went to the Supreme Court against the probe which was set up against him. Are there any more options for him to appeal against this panel which has been set up by the Lok Sabha Speaker himself?
Well, one thing is very sure, that he has to face investigation, and also action will be taken against him, because, if he resigns also, then FIR is also going to be lodged. If not, then this proceeding of removal of him as judge will take place, and after he is removed as judge, then normal law will take its course. But the statement that has come from the Speaker today while announcing this 3-member committee the observations are very critical and very significant. He says that the charges that are in the report that was submitted by Supreme Court to Prime Minister and also to President is of such nature that the said justice needs to be removed, and in fact independent investigation too have been done, and that they have found that according to the rules they can also start the process of removing him. This also and saying that everything that is in the report signal towards corruption is a very big statement coming from the Speaker of the House, who also says that Parliament should speak about it in one voice, and not just them but also people of the country should also be very particular about this, and they also have a stand on this particular corruption case. This has become a very, very important and grave case, and in fact Times Now was the first one to report this about the impeachment process that government was planning to begin. They also said that in the House proceedings that was done, there was a serious incident, and the turn of events that led to this particular, the formation of this committee for removal of judge is because there was apparently burnt cash found at the residence, and this cannot be just ignored. So they are of the view that LOP and also every member, 146 MPs have signed this petition. This will also be taken up, and now the member committee has been announced. A committee can take at least 3 months, and even before that they can submit their report. And when they submit their report, this is going to be taken up in the winter session is what I'm assuming. Winter session begins in November. By then committee must conclude its investigation, and then this can be taken up in both the houses.
Well, that's huge. Pragya tells us that it is expected that this 3-member panel is going to be submitting its report to the Parliament. That is expected as early as the winter session by the end of this year itself. Let me go across to Sabyasachi. Sabya, you must explain to us the 3-member panel. What are the specifics that they are going to be looking into? And also a quick reminder of what Times Now's super exclusive Operation Order had revealed about the findings of the first panel, which of course was the Supreme Court appointed panel of his peers.
Well, that's right. The panel which has been formed by the government. In this panel, one is the Chief Judge of High Court, another one from the Supreme Court, and another is one from jurist appointed by the chair. Now, after this, the committee will focus on gathering evidences, will gather facts, and they would give an opportunity to Justice Yashwant Verma to put out his point as well. Now, if found guilty, then the members will start voting. Now, in this process, the members need to be present in the House. Around 2/3 majority, around 2/3 of the vote needs to be given if found guilty, and after that Justice Yashwant Verma will be removed from his post. Now, Times Now was the first channel to bring out this exclusive details from the panel which was formed in by the Supreme Court, which had carried out the investigation, how large amount of cash was recovered, bundles of cash was burnt cash was recovered from the residence of Yashwant Verma. So that clearly, in fact, that was the reason why we had seen that from the central government side as well. The initiative was taken to reach out to the opposition leaders and opposition members when it came to the bringing in impeachment motion against Yashwant Verma, because a 2/3 majority is very much important, and that clearly, because if you see from the opposition point of view, they in fact have come out in support of the central government as far as the impeachment of Justice Yashwant Verma is concerned, and in fact the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, in fact also has given his consent to the central government that on this they are standing with the central government whenever they decides to bring in the impeachment motion.
So the opposition has made it very clear they back this impeachment motion whenever it comes before it. We are expecting, at least what Pragya tells us, is that it's expected by the end of the year in the winter session, because the appointment of the panel has now happened. It's got one Supreme Court judge, one High Court judge, and one lawyer who's going to be part of this. But let's also remind you what Operation Order had revealed right here on Times Now before we take it forward. Remember, the contention which was made by Justice Verma at the time in front of that probe panel, he had said that there is only presumption of guilt and no proof of it. However, Para 70 of that order categorically says that the burden of proof shifted after currency was recovered in his own outhouse. Justice Verma had contended that the storeroom was far away from his house. He didn't know what was happening there. However, very clearly, it said in para 73 that there was access to the storeroom, which was with the family. They were the ones who held the key. He had also said, Justice Verma in his defense, that this was all a conspiracy. However, para 74 very categorically there had said in the report by the Supreme Court appointed panel that there was burned cash which was found, which is undeniable. Burden shifts to the judge. To account for this cash, he failed to explain and gave a flat denial. He's raised a bold plea of conspiracy instead. So let me go across to Priyank. Priyank, one by one, every defense which was given by Justice Verma as per the Times Now accessed report which was submitted to the Supreme Court has been crushed. There is burden of proof. You yourself were outside his house and you got us pictures of burned currency notes. Is there enough, is the question.
Sati, Meghna, looking at the forensic report which was taken after 2 days of the incident, when the Delhi police team also escorted the forensic expert, it was quite clear that the house was so much covered and it was so much protected that no outsider could have entered. There was a central forces security which was also provided to his residence since he was a sitting judge of the Delhi High Court, and also for the fact that this particular location was not too far away from the location where he was actually residing. Then the ultimate phone call detail, and then the statement of those staff members which he stated that it was on the behest of Justice Yashwant Verma. No formal complaint was given to the Delhi police. Instead of that, there were two simultaneous calls. One call which was made to the Delhi Fire Services stating that there is a fire, and suddenly the caller suddenly changed the stand, and she stated, which was apparently one of the family member of Justice Yashwant Verma, that there is no fire inside the house. And when actually the Delhi police wanted to seize this particular bundle of the burnt cash, the permission was not granted, and it was certainly washed away. The next morning, the police official could have attempted to go there. Thanks to the Supreme Court making this report public, that the people actually got to know that this was actual cash. You can imagine, Meghna, being a reporter, if I get this particular visual, no one who can confirm this video, that this video is actually of the residence of the judge, although the burnt currency note was clearly establishing that the bundle of cash, the stash of cash, according to the report of the Supreme Court, was suggesting that there was a pile of note which could have suggested that the money could have been in crores of rupee. Everything has been pointing towards the conduct of Justice Yashwant Verma, which has also been stated on 7th of this month when the Apex Court 2 judges bench has rejected this plea for the rejecting this internal inquiry committee report. Now the fact of the matter is that since according to the article, the law of 1968, which is of Judges Act, the formation of the committee has been done by the Speaker of the sitting Lok Sabha, Mr. Om Birla, who has gone through this particular panel, and there was an option that only 3 people can be part of this committee. One from the Supreme Court, second one from any of the high courts, and the third one should be a person who has to be appointed by the Lok Sabha. So all these 3 people will be once again going back to whatever has been stated by these head of the internal inquiry committee people. They will also be taking the statement of the then fire chief Atul Garg. They will be taking the statement of the Delhi Police Commissioner. They will be taking the statement of those 8 to 9 police officials who were the first responders apart from the Delhi Fire Department officials. So the whole process will be again revisited by this internal inquiry committee, so that the finding which has been suggested by the Apex Court committee can be substantiated. Once that's done, what Sabya is saying is going to happen. 2/3 of the majority need to be taken from the House, then the impeachment can happen in the winter session of the Parliament.
And
this committee was supposed
to happen because the opposition categorically has said they're going to back the government in this impeachment bid when it comes to them. Of course, so far what we do know is that a 3-member panel has been set up, constituted by the Lok Sabha Speaker. It's expected, we're not quite certain about it, not that there is any deadline, it is expected that the probe will give its report to the Parliament by the winter session, and then perhaps we have this impeachment motion being moved. Thank you so much, Priyank, as well as Sabyasachi. And just to remind our viewers,